say one if you're watching live, and two if you are watching the replay, and also tell me where you are watching from. But I want to know, have you ever suffered from self-sabotage? Because this has been a topic of conversation and experience within my team lately in the last few days in different capacities. So I want to share a little bit about why this happens sometimes, and maybe even a few tips on how to overcome it. So one of the ways, or several of the ways that self-sabotage shows up might be, for example, resisting or procrastinating getting started in something that you know can help you achieve the results that you want, right? That's one way, because you're so focused on the fear for different reasons, right? Another way that it might show up is if you're working towards a goal really hard and you want to go for it, but inside you have uncertainty because you're focused on, well, what happens if I don't sustain it? Or what happens if I don't make it? All of a sudden you get scared. And even though you're really close to a goal, you kind of hold back. That's another way that self-sabotage can show itself. Another way is that you actually do achieve success, and then you lose it and you let it discourage you and become your identity. I mean, those are all different ways that self-sabotage can show up and just ruin your goals and check out. But this is how to not let it overwhelm you and overcome you. First of all, why does this happen? I think there's a couple reasons. One could be from our own experiences in the past. Like maybe we've had some false starts in the past, or maybe we've gotten close to a goal and just haven't quite made it, or maybe we have achieved a level of success in the past, but then we lost it. So deep down inside, we're kind of scared to do it again. So our past experience can have that influence. And actually, I give a shout out to my teammate, Kristen Jones. Hey, Kristen. She shared her story of transformation on our team call last night. She did an amazing job. If you were on that call and heard it, give her a shout out, woohoo, in the comments. Or if you'd like to listen to that call, it is recorded. I'd be glad to send you the recording. Just comment recording. But she shared about her journey of transformation with our transformation products, our nutrition line. And she said that she had resisted initially starting, even though she was in a miserable spot, even though she wanted to transform, she wanted to feel better. She resisted because she shared that she had had a number of false starts. She is in the health industry herself. She's in the health profession. She knew what had to be done. So she felt like she just had to, get in and eat whole foods and exercise regularly, and she was going to be all in, but she resisted it because she had started those habits several times, but wasn't able to stick with it. And finally, she did say yes. So the story ends well. And what she found was that the system was able to align perfectly with what she was already doing and simplified it in such a way that she was able to sustain it. In fact, it's been over 2 years now. But, she was prone to that procrastination. How many times do we resist starting something that can help us in our goals just because we have in the past resisted that? Hey, everybody. Hey, PD from South Carolina, St. Louis. Christy. Hey, guys. Thanks for watching. So glad you're here. So that's one way that self-sabotage can come into our life. Another way that self-sabotage can come into our life is from other people. Maybe we have people around us who, intentionally or not, have reset our own expectations, because maybe they have resisted a goal in the same way, maybe physically, maybe even financially, maybe in a big goal, or maybe they hit something and fell off, and that automatically switches our expectation. In fact, this happened recently in our team. I was running with the leader. She hit a big goal, but just before she hit it, she resisted. And I said, why? You're like, everything's in place. Just go finish it off. And she said, well, I'm afraid to hit it and then to fall off. And I'm thinking, why would that thought even come into your mind? Like, why would that thought even resonate? Why in the world would you think about all the things that could go wrong when you're really like, you're right there, you're so close to touching what you've been working so hard for? And a lot of it is just this resetting expectations. And to resolve that is just to look at the people that you're surrounding yourself with. Look at the people you're taking advice from. Look for the people you hear from the most. I mean, I think of my own build and how much, like, the idea of starting and stopping and restarting and falling off wasn't even an expectation. I feel like that's why I didn't. But it had to do, you know, for good or bad. I didn't have a live person intentionally like right there helping me. And so my mentoring, my coaching for the most part, for the specific business that I'm in, came from looking for podcasts and watching videos and reaching out and just listening and watching from afar. But the people that I was listening to were all about success, and they embodied the destination that I wanted to go for. So to overcome this aspect of self-sabotage, simply look at the people who you're surrounding yourself with and reach out for advice from the people who have achieved what you want to achieve. That is so important. Hey, everybody. Oh, thanks, Tamrika. Yes, for sure. You have the recording to you. Hey, Laura. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. Okay. So, you know, whether it's from your own experience or whether it's from someone else, and whether this self-sabotage is manifesting in the way of resisting an activity in the first place or of hitting it and falling off, then I think what it really comes down to is this mindset of control. Sometimes, do you agree that we are actually scared of success and we're scared of maintaining it because, you know, to succeed would be a new thing. And that's where the uncertainty lies. But here, you know, maybe I'm uncomfortable here. Maybe I don't really want to fail, but I'm familiar here. I can control this. I can control my disappointment. I can control my current rank. I can control how my feelings exist here. Like, I might not be fully living, but hey, I'm comfortable. It's familiar. Does that resonate with anyone? I know like that did with me at first, but why not go for it? I mean, the beauty of it is that we cannot experience their full potential until we're willing to risk more. We have to be willing to risk failing in order to manifest and experience true success. And so the way to resolve this is just to think about not only the goal itself, but the person you're going to become. This is a quote from Seth Godin, which I think is brilliant. He says, "I define anxiety as experiencing failure in advance." Right? How often do we not go for a goal? We resist success. We don't reach out to a person because in our mind, we've already projected a failure. We've already projected rejection. We've already projected the outcome that we don't want. So we experience that emotion in the present, which keeps us from taking that action in the first place, right? It's ridiculous when you think about it that way, but we do it all the time. I still do it, but I'm so thankful that I became aware of this early on. Actually, one of my mentors who helped me overcome this was Jeffrey Combs, and he's going to be on here live with me tomorrow afternoon. I'm so excited for that. So be sure to tune back in tomorrow. But that idea of anxiety being failure, experiencing failure in advance is so right on. And so when we focus on that possibility of failure and we resist the action that we should be taking because of it, we are allowing self-sabotage to come into our life. So as I was starting to say a little earlier, what we do to resolve that is simply focus on not just the goal you want to achieve, but the person that you become in that goal. Like, where do you have to be? What level of confidence, what level of posture, what level of skill do you need to show up as to have that goal? Because then it doesn't matter. Then failure isn't a fear, because so what if you fall off? You've done it once, you can do it again. Like, you have become the person who can achieve. So therefore you are not just achieving the goal in the present, but you are able to maintain it, because it's not just a goal to get the title, to get the income, to get the rank, whatever it is. It is the goal to become the best version of yourself. And I really believe that is the reason why I have been able to maintain consistency for so long, because relatively my rate of success to get to where I have has taken a lot longer than most people that we see in this profession rise to success. And I truly believe that one reason why I haven't self-sabotaged along the way as much as I could have is because in my mind, it wasn't just a matter of getting to a certain rank, and I'm still growing, I'm still expanding, what I'm doing in my business and myself, but the whole journey is a part of becoming my best self. So if I were to give up along the way, it's like giving up on becoming the best version of myself, which that is never an option to give up on. And so that's the solution. So no matter how self-sabotage is coming into your life, those are my two recommendations. And it's 4 p.m. Eastern PD. That's the one tomorrow. So here are the two things that you do. First of all, watch who you're surrounding yourself with. Who are you taking advice from? Be very protective of the words and the ideas that come into your mind that will reset your expectations for success. And the second thing is to set your mind not just on the goal itself, but on the person you become in achieving that goal. So thank you guys so much for tuning in live. I'll see you tomorrow afternoon with my mentor, Jeffrey. It's going to be amazing. Appreciate your feedback and let me know if you want that recording. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.